Good YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well today. Basically, I just want to talk about Eren, like from Attack on Titan. I want to talk about why I agree with his side, even though I know he doesn't agree with his side. I do. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically in the show Attack on Titan, I'll just give you the premise of like the subject I'm talking about. Basically, his goal was to eradicate or kill like 80% of the population, so that the people that live in his area, because basically him and his people, they were all banished basically to like one area, and the people on the outside were like the ones who banished them. And so his goal was to, well, at first it was to kill our Titans, and then it was to kill everybody that's not his people, something like that. It's in that ballpark, because that was his goal, to keep them safe, because everybody else was trying to kill them or something. Whatever, you get the idea. It's super hot in here, by the way, so give me a break. But yeah, but the reason I'm saying that, the reason I'm making this video actually is because I'm having a conversation with my grandma, which is like in a similar vein to this. So basically, I agree with that premise with Eren, that if it takes killing everybody to keep his people safe, then that's what I would do. That's what would need to be done. That's what I would do. As long as my people are safe, everyone else can be eradicated. In that sense, I think that him personally, because he's the main character and because I see everything from his side, I'm going to be more inclined to be on his side. Now, if our main character in the show was someone on the other side, then I'd be on that side. But because our main character is Eren, and I see everything in like on Eren's side, that's the side I'm with. And in the subject of it being rather over 80% of the population versus my people, I'm choosing my people, right? So I know that it's like Gabby. I know Gabby is a reflection of that, and it's the other side, but I don't like Gabby for the simple fact that she killed Sasha. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but right now I'm gonna just get this out the way. I agree with Eren, right? I'm on Eren's side. I think I wanted Eren to win, but also from a narrative standpoint, I think what happened in the show was really good. It was like a really good ending. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see me sweating. It's super hot in here, but yeah. So I agree with Eren, and on the flip side, Gabby's side, right? The reason why, I know that it's become a big debate between people who like Gabby and people who don't. People who like her and people who are on her side. I'm gonna go from the other side first. People who don't like her, they don't like her because, you know, she killed Sasha, she's on the other side, yada yada yada, right? People who do like her, they say that she's a reflection of Eren on the other side, and that if you don't like her, you're lacking media literacy, you're lacking empathy, all this stuff. I don't agree with that. I think that it's actually the other way around. If you can't understand why people don't like Gabby, I feel that shows a lack of empathy, right? And I also don't think it shows a lack of media literacy, right? Because you can understand the point and the I guess narrative aspect of Gabby's character, and that what she's supposed to represent. You can understand all of that and understand her character and what it's supposed to mean, and still not like her for the simple fact that she killed Sasha. I don't think that makes you not understand the story. I just think that it makes you human, right? Because you're not gonna like someone who just killed someone that you like. I don't think that makes sense. Even if you know that they're both in a fight, in a war, right? The thing that I always think about in my head when I compare the two is, if someone you love, let's say let's say your dad. Let's say your dad and someone else's dad is getting into a fight, right? And they're fighting, and let's say your dad started it. Let's say they're fighting, and your dad started it, and they're fighting, and as a result of that fight, the other person's dad accidentally kills your dad, right? Will you be understanding that your dad started it, and they were both fighting on equal grounds, and that you can't blame him for killing your dad, but you can't hate that person just because they killed your dad? No, right? You'd hate that person because they killed your dad. You can understand that they were in a fight and that's a result of that fight, but you still hate that person because of what they did, not because of why they did it, right? So I think like the argument that it shows a lack of media literacy and empathy for you to hate Gabby, I don't think that's right. I think that it shows that you're human. That's what humans are like, right? We are inclined to pick the side that we're on. So on the flip side, I also think that it also shows a lack of empathy for someone to say that someone who doesn't like Gabby, doesn't understand her character, and doesn't understand the story and is media illiterate or whatever that term is. I think that shows a lack of empathy because it shows you can't understand why someone would hate her character, right? You have to understand that killing Sasha is a very valid reason to hate Gabby, regardless of what her character stands for. Because we're on the side of Eren, we're on the side of, I think, what are they, parody or something like that? Something like that. Because we're on their side, Sasha is someone who we are emotionally attached to. And someone killing them is grounds for hatred, right? That's grounds for hatred. So I understand Gabby's story. I understand all of that. And I think she's a good character. I think she's a great character. Represents great things. But her as an individual, as in the story, I don't like her. Right? I don't like her because of what she did. Right? If she didn't kill Sasha and she killed if she killed like a side character or one of the other scouts, then I probably wouldn't not like her. But because she killed Sasha, someone we were emotionally attached to, I don't like her. And I think it should be, I think you should feel understanding as why someone wouldn't like her, as opposed to telling them that because they don't like her, they don't understand the story. That doesn't really track for me. But yeah, so basically my point is, if it takes the trade-off of everyone else so that my people can be safe and sound and happy, I would do it. I don't know if that makes me a bad person, that I would trade the world for the people I love, but that's something that I would do. If that makes me bad, then I guess, but it's just something that personally, and I'm just now realizing that this isn't like, this is like something that everyone thinks like the same, because like I don't know, everyone doesn't think the same way. I don't know why I thought they did, but like I would trade the world if it meant my people are safe. Also, just get out the way, I don't know if that makes me selfish, but I would also trade my life so that everyone else in the world could be happy and healthy and everything. Like if it meant my life for everyone to be happy, I'll do it. Like I'll save the world for my life. But yeah, so the reason why to say this and how it connects to what I was talking about with my grandma is that she's helping someone and it's a detriment to her own health. My grandma is helping someone while simultaneously harming herself, like physically and mentally, straining herself to help them, right? So I said to her that she needs to stop and focus on herself before she can do that and help those people, because the people she's helping don't care about her. They don't, and they care about themselves. So I'm telling her, you need to stop helping them and help yourself until they can figure out how to help themselves, right? So we had a conversation, and one of her points was like they're struggling with something, or they have a family member who's going through something, which is why they need help. I told her, embrace yourself. This might sound harsh, but I told her I couldn't care less what happens to them or any of their family, so long as my grandma is safe and strong and well. I couldn't care any less about what happens to them. So maybe that makes me selfish, maybe it makes me a bad person, but I no matter what it takes, I would make sure it happens so that my people are safe. This all is why I relate to Eren's side. And I know Eren doesn't, I know Eren wanted to, like, I know he wanted to be stopped. But for me, if that's what it took, if that's what it took to keep his people safe, I'm all for it, right? And I think it's like, not everyone thinks this way, and I understand that, and I know it's probably out of an ordinary way to think, but I just think that you should hold your loved ones and the people you care about to a higher standard than everyone else, than everyone in the world. At least that's what I do. That's why I agree with Eren on what he was doing. And that's why, well, it's not why I don't like Gabby. The reason I don't like Gabby is because she killed Sasha. That's really the only reason. Because she killed Sasha. That's the only reason I don't like her. As a person, or I guess as a person in that world. As a character, I think she's a great character. I love her character. It's awesome. But just as a person in the world, don't like her. But yeah, I don't know if any of this makes me bad, like a bad person, or selfish, or anything else you want to say, but if so, then if that's what it took, if being the worst person in the world is what it took for my loved ones and the people I care about to be happy and healthy and safe and everything, then that's what I would do. But that's about it today. So, also I want to show you guys my setup real quick. I'm in a new room. I don't know if you can notice by how much space back there, or what's not back there, like the bookshelves and the painting in the bed. But I got a new room. I moved to a different room. I moved to this room because my cousin, I lived here with my grandma, my cousin, and his wife, and me. So it was us living here. Then him and his wife moved out, and he went to the military, and now it's just me and my grandma. So I was in that room for a little bit. Now I moved in here, so I'm gonna show you guys that. So first, we got my setup. Basically, this is my setup. We got a lamp, we got chips, but this is my computer setup. Headphones, keyboard, mouse, and then this is my other laptop for other stuff. And then I don't know why I'm showing you that, but basically this is the thing. And then I put my camera right there on that thing so they can face me. And sorry. And then that's my lamp, right? And then this is the rest of my room. That's the bed. I gotta clean it. Sorry about that. Please ignore the dirtiness. I just put my fan in it because it's hot. And then this is the rest of the room. That's my TV. And yeah, hold on. I'm gonna show you guys from the everything. See, it was cool, huh? But yeah, so hopefully this is focusing back. I hope it focuses back on my face. But yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about today. So I'll see you guys in the... comment down what you want me to play, because I'm playing games now. I don't know if you saw, but I just uploaded a new game. But yeah, grab you guys like I usually do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love. Bye. So my nose is bleeding. This usually happens in Vegas like once a month because it's so dry. Oh my gosh, it's a lot though. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it stopped. So basically, I'll explain why that happened. So like every month or so, my nose gets super dry, especially with allergies, because like my allergies get bad like every changing season. So like my nose gets dry because my snot is coming out and the moisture and the mucus inside is not there, so it gets dry and then it cracks and starts bleeding. That's basically what happens. But yeah. It happened again. I don't know why this time. Probably the same reason. I just blew my nose. I shouldn't have done that though. But yeah. So, yikes.